Here comes my driverless taxi over my shoulder.
You have to hit the unlock.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here's my name at the top.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you. I guess it'll do the same at the airport.
Yeah. You'll be in it.
Yeah.
Hit the unlock. Yeah. So that was a trifle.
Good to see you here. To begin your ride, press the Start Ride button in your app.
Well, good to see you too. Let's go.
Hello, from Waymo. As we get going, proceeding on North 74th Way. This may feel futuristic,
Punch
but
it,
the
buddy.
need to buckle up is the same as always. So
Holy
keep your
smokes.
seatbelt fastened, please. If you're traveling with little ones or expecting, please see the seatback card for more information. We'll do all the driving, so please don't touch the steering wheel or pedals.
No
during the
kidding.
ride. We may use interior cameras, check on riders, improve our products, and more. But our microphones are only on when you're connected to rider support. So sing your heart out. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't believe
You
that.
can also-
This thing has a wild turn of acceleration. This is nuts. Let's connect to Road Gang Radio.
What is the freight future going to look like if Guy Fieri can't ship a little liquor on his own without getting the two-broker two-step and not even getting his blown out on both ends product delivered? A little bit bigger and a whole lot more expensive. That's Guy's model, huh? Fieri's Mellencamp trolls him today. What is the freight future going to look like if Guy Fieri can't ship a little liquor on his own without getting the two-broker two-step and not even getting his blown out on both ends product delivered? A little bit bigger and a whole lot more expensive. That's Guy's model, huh? Fieri's prices make me think he wants everyone's hair to look.
Proceeding on North Goldwater Boulevard.
Ferrari, same thing.
And more importantly, you realize because of Sanchez and because of Fieri and all these folks that we're never going to get a chance to talk today about the 3 male Asian small-clawed otter pups. And what about the gator who is staring down PGA players? And what about the water-skiing squirrel? This is just
It
nuts.
sounds like a bunch of nuts.
I mean, it really does, doesn't it? I mean, water-skiing squirrel, dude. I would have loved to have
Dude, I
talked
saw
about
one
that.
as a kid. Fantastic.
This is animal abuse, though. If I got to focus on the travails of celebrity sportscasters and chefs who got on the wrong side of trucking. Okay, so here's the Sanchez story. The Marion County, Indiana prosecutor has upgraded charges against NFL analyst Mark Sanchez to a felony after he allegedly attacked an elderly truck driver in Indianapolis over the weekend. And Ryan Mears, who was the prosecutor, said Monday during a press conference he upgraded charges against Sanchez to a level 5 felony back.
Proceeding on East Camelback Road.
Injuries. Fox 59 Indianapolis reported Sanchez was stabbed Saturday during an altercation with a 69-year-old box truck driver after allegedly starting an argument with the victim to move his truck from a loading dock where it was parked. I do want to say this, and I'm totally down and I'm in agreement. What the heck is somebody who's, not even 40 yet, swinging haymakers at a 69-year-old? That being said,
Tell me more.
and I think a few of our friends out there on the chat, the guy who drives the Grumpy Pete, Mr. Trucker Bosun, Joan and Earl, Noble, all of
That
our
would be
friends
me.
out there. Good morning to you, by the way, on YouTube.
Hello.
They can tell you there are a couple of 69-year-old truck drivers I know put you in a hurt locker, slap the pain combination on you. Junker comes to mind.
Oh, dude, Junker 100%.
Junker hurts you, man.
And then seeing the picture of Pac right now? I don't
He's
want
not
that-
69, though.
I know, but he's older.
Isn't it weird? It's like 64, that's still young. 69, what are you talking about? You got this, I got a Ford brunch brisk on cue.
I still don't want Candy Bass coming at me.
I don't want Candy Bass putting me in a hurt locker. I just want candy from Candy Bass. I want to go to the candy store and just enjoy the glitter that is Candy Bass.
She has really good cheese curds.
Yeah, really good cheese curds, by the way. The retired NFL quarterback who could have been a contender, man, he came so close to being a contender, by the way, in town to call a Sunday afternoon NFL game, was initially charged on Saturday night just with misdemeanor counts of battery with injury, public intoxication, and unlawful entry of a vehicle before the prosecution's office said, wait a minute, this dude is 69 years old. We're literally talking about people fighting over a parking spot. That's what the prosecutor said. Once we were provided the additional info about the victim's current medical condition,
job, buddy.
it became clear to us that additional charges needed to be filed. Sanchez and his lawyer waived an initial hearing scheduled for October 7th, but will be in court on November 4th for a pre-trial conference. The pre-trip for the trial begins on October 7th, and that's all according to the Indianapolis Star. A probable cause affidavit. Police were called to Luff Miller's Pub and Eatery around 12:35, where they found Sanchez having been stabbed several times in the torso and a 69-year-old man with cuts to his face. All right, do you know the story? What happened?
Yes.
Okay, so he basically parked his box truck in an alley
Doing
between,
his job.
I mean, yeah, between two hotels. He was collecting cooking oil.
Yep.
It's part of his job. I mean, that's what he was doing. He's picking up cooking oil from the hotels. And they said that the man told them that Sanchez smelled of alcohol, you think? Based on video footage, after the two exited the truck, they began to struggle between the truck and a wall. Sanchez threw the man into a dumpster.
Ooh. Dude.
According to the video, and then the man sprayed pepper spray at the retired quarterback as he continued to advance, worried that Sanchez would try to kill him. And by the way, I was just telling Madison before the show started, let me make this really clear. Quarterbacks are not small people.
No, that's a massive man.
Just because you're standing next to somebody 6'8" and 320 pounds, if you look smaller, it don't mean you small. It's like basically saying, well, Michael Jordan is, he is not the tallest person on the court. Yeah, Kobe Bryant looks small next to Shaq.
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez, I mean, have you seen that dude?
Oh, dude, 100%.
That dude's hands can wrap around your face, and you're a big guy.
I'm scared of those feet, the size of those shoes.
Oh, I mean, okay, so both of them got taken to the hospital.
Well done.
Sanchez got stabbed numerous times, where the man was treated for cuts to his cheek and released, while Sanchez, who police called uncooperative at the scene, was hospitalized with a stab wound to the chest and in critical condition. Sanchez has been listed as stable, according to the Indianapolis Star. Good for him. What the prosecutor said during the press conference was that multiple security cameras and witnesses in a busy area of downtown Indianapolis, I know exactly the place they're talking about, the way, had helped the investigation, which had been spearheaded by the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department. And then he added, this is by no means the end of this investigation.
It's just one of those same reoccurring things where alcohol gets the best of someone decent.
Yeah, I know. It's really a shame because by all accounts, the guy, I mean, I told you a story a while back about him and the young lady outside the New York nightclub, which is a great story about him. I'm just telling you, dude, man, I'm hoping he keeps his job. I'm hoping he sobers up. I'm hoping he pays damages. I'm hoping he pays significant damages to this man. And I hope he sees this as an opportunity to get back on the straight and narrow and make a difference in people's lives. He needs to set this right. He needs to make right by this man. Let me tell you something. I didn't tell this story just because it's funny. Because it is, because everybody lived, and because Sanchez essentially messed with the wrong 69-year-old.
And the 69-year-old was just taking out waste either way.
He's doing his job, man.
Yeah.
And I bring this up, and you guys have probably guessed why we're talking about it this morning, because I am sick and tired of people not understanding how hard it is you folks work. Because the Fieri story's got some elements in there like that, too. I mean, I feel bad for Guy Fieri. I feel bad for what happened here, but we'll get to this story later on. We'll come back from the break and all that kind of groovy stuff. But I just want to point out that it's like, this is a rough business, man. And it's a rough business that requires brains as well. I mean, you're dealing with hijackers, you're dealing with human traffickers, you're dealing with gangsters, you're dealing with people who just don't get it, you're dealing with the worst drivers in the world. I mean, good God almighty.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is a sport that is supposed to celebrate hardworking people who, the lunch pail crowd. You might want, I gotta tell you, if you work in professional... Sanchez, it's the great Jewish axiom of, I will gladly extend forgiveness if you ask for it.
Exactly. And now, we live in a country of America where it's an amusement trap now. Like, you got a tourist destination of people doing videos.
They're making movies on location. They don't know what it means, by the way. Let Madison make the movies, guys. Why don't you guys go about the business of living your life? Speaking of living your life, I want you to lose your heart at iHeart. Yeah. I want you to have the audacity to listen on Odyssey. I want you to yak it up on the Tubu. Yep. Make some FaceTime with someone you love on the Book of Face. Live your best life on Live 365. As a matter of fact, fact, when it comes...
Hello.
Good morning to you all. Be a free floating radical at radionemo.com. And if you're listening to us later, as often our good...
Proceeding on North 44th Street.
of your choice, because this, my friends, is Road Gang Radio. You can forget the lies of Zebulon 5 with their bumbling bloviator, Dr. Philostratus, the proctologist of space trucking, and know that this is the Tuesday edition of the greatest live transpo show. That in a chair across from me, and I will tell you, I think ultimately,
Waymo break.
the trick with beating Marshall would be I'd have to stay up.
Yeah.
Have to wind him.
Okay.
Because if he gets a couple of in-close shots early on, I'm done, dude. Those ham hocks that he calls fists, dude, I mean, boom, boom.
I don't want to see what happens when someone takes a cigar, is what I'm saying.
Exactly. And by the way, you know, and Marshall stood next to us. We're not small guys over here. We're not tiny behindies. But I don't want to mix it up with 71-year-old Marshall Platter.
Dude.
Put me on a platter, man. Put an apple in my mouth. Let him, know that we love America. Get a little pledge, get a little national anthem, courtesy of our friend Lindsay. Get a good word from the pastor, Bracing Cup of Java, and then see where else the road takes us. Phone me.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the parallel sky o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets brought the light, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the hope of the brave.
Let's wake up and get our day started with a cup of Java with Pastor John. Brought to you by the Bennett family of companies.
Awareness/celebration of national days is brought to you by Truckdown, because the quickest way back on the path is truckdown.com. They've been doing it since '97. Truckers with maintenance issues have found service providers through Truckdown, and these days they serve 50 states, 8 provinces. Go to truckdown.com, and then you can turn your attention to 4 days that actually kind of work really nicely together. One is technological, and the other really deals with the human soul. So let's shine a little light, shall we? National LED Light Day is today, celebrating the invention of the LED light. Inner Beauty Day, You Matter to Me Day, and Forgiveness Day. In other words, let's use this day to shine a light on what is best about ourselves, which is often the people we surround ourselves with, and then make sure we leave a space in our hearts to let go of the slights that have held us back. 615-292-6366. Welcome to Road Gang Radio. You're welcome to call, but I do need to pivot to some news. Dre, if you'd be so kind as to hit that right now.
Breaking news!
The Supreme Court settled the dispute. Without explanation, the High Court punted on the issue 3 separate times. C.H. Robinson was involved in the first major broker liability case. In 2020, the Ninth Circuit ruled in Miller v. C.H. Robinson that the broker could be held liable for negligent selection. 3 years later, the Seventh Circuit ruled in favor of broker Global Trans, creating the circuit split. Last July, the 11th Circuit aligned with the 7th Circuit by taking Total Quality Logistics, TQL, off the hook. The losing party in all 3 of those broker liability cases asked the Supreme Court to weigh in. All 3 of those requests were denied. Typically, the winning party in a circuit court case urges the Supreme
Proceeding on Sky Harbor Boulevard.
for the first 2 lawsuits involving C.H. Robinson and Global Trans. But by the time the plaintiffs in the TQL case filed their Supreme Court petition, all stakeholders were expressing frustration and concerns over the uncertainty caused by the circuit splits. Basically, the Supreme Court's going to resolve it. It's 2-1, two circuits basically letting the brokers off the hook, and one saying, no contraire, mon frere. And by the way, it don't work like baseball. It ain't a best-of-3 series. That ain't how it works, okay? The Supreme Court's got to kind of step in now because there are multiple rulings and it's causing all kind of confusions in the space. So a lot of people are taking a hard look at this over the next couple of weeks, next couple of months. This should get resolved probably sometime next year. Supreme Court is going to kind of go over and try to figure out what's going on here. That's what it kind of comes down to, and that's what, under his byline. Big thanks to Tyson yesterday for making the time and space to be a part of the conversation. Okay. This land, it was a big thing on 60 Minutes, and really it was 60 Minutes that kind of put this into motion. Bay Area celebrity chef and TV personality Guy Fieri says he's still trying to make sense of a tequila heist that left his company reeling. In an interview with 60 Minutes on this Sunday, Fieri detailed how 2 freight trucks carrying more than 24,000 bottles of Santos Spirits tequila, the brand he co-founded with rocker I Can't Drive 55, Sammy Hagar, vanished en route from Texas to Pennsylvania last year. The theft, investigators say, was a sophisticated cybercrime that exploited vulnerabilities in the global supply chain. You think? When the president of your company calls you and says, we lost 2 truckloads of tequila, you think it's a joke.
Jeez.
That's what Fieri said.
Holy crap.
My mind goes straight to Goodfellas. Goodfellas isn't a joke. It's funny at first, but at the end of the day, it ain't a joke. $1 million in premium tequilas, including a couple of limited editions. The trucks were taken by criminals posing as carriers who double brokered the shipment. They even created fake trucking companies and falsified GPS data to make it appear the vehicles were still en route. Santos Spirit CEO Dan Butkus told 60 Minutes the GPS was emulated. It looked like it was where it was supposed to be. Butkus said the company initially believed the trucks were delayed by mechanical issues. Emails and tracking data appeared legitimate until both trucks failed to arrive. It wasn't a truckload of screwdrivers, Fieri said. Somebody knew what it was. Tequila is a hot commodity. Dude, any kind of consumable is a hot commodity, guy. Ain't got to pay no taxes. You just move it. Authorities later discovered one of the missing shipments containing 11,000 bottles in a Los Angeles warehouse. The second truck and its driver were never found. Investigators with Verisk CargoNet and the Los Angeles Police Department Cargo Theft Unit say that the heist bears the markings of an international criminal network that operates out of, you guessed it, Vladimir Putin's area, Eastern Europe. Happy birthday, Vlad, and thank you for all the joy you bring us. Part of the surge in the cyber-enabled cargo thefts have increased 1,200% over 4 years. Fieri said the loss hits his small company especially hard, forcing layoffs and straining its Mexican distillery partners. We lost all the tequila. We can't fill the shelves. It hurt bad. He decided to speak out because even though this is important, by the way, because our friend Ben Wilkins talks about this.
Almost there. Follow airport signs for check-in and security. And don't forget any items from the trunk. For your safety, the doors will remain locked when we arrive. Pull the handle twice to exit. The first pull unlocks, the second opens the door.
It's important that Fieri does this. I do want to know more about who they were working with, who their third-party logistics was, and why were they handling that? Why don't they have a 3PL company that handles this stuff for them? And once again, it's folks thinking they know your business who don't. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, the Russians aren't drinking it because it's not vodka.
Well said. We're going to take a quick break here. Come back.
Thanks, Jimmy Mack, Funmaster Dre.
Mr. Kevin Lindsay.
You guys are the best.
As we continue to broadcast live from the Fastport Studios at the Degas House in the city of New Orleans.
Thank you,
Less than
driverless
a minute
Waymo
drive
dude.
from
You
the
did a great
birthplace
job.
of trucking radio, WWL 870 AM. It's Road Gang Radio.
Thank you, Dave.
Finding a spot to pull over.
Just in there will be
You
fine.
level up, and when you level up, you gain more skill. And with enough skill, you beat the boss and win the game.
Sounds a lot like trucking, doesn't it?
Except in trucking, you don't beat the boss, you become the boss. And if you want to be the boss, you gotta meet the boss.
And that boss, Carrier's Edge boss, Jane Jazrawi. What?
You're here. Please make sure it's clear before exiting and don't forget any items in the trunk.
It's a very cool experience. So my takeaway from that Waymo experience, really fast, incredible acceleration, pretty quick braking. But that was an incredible experience. I was a skeptic, but I'm converted. That was a great experience.